start promptly at 1:03, so we have enough time to complete the recipe and for us to interact. All right, so here we go. Welcome, everyone. In the kitchen, food is medicine. And for those of you who do not know who I am, my name is Brenda, and I'm the Senior Wellness Educator for WORKWELL NYC. And I'm here with Chef Cameron from Beautifully Fed.
Hi, everybody. Great to be with you again. Love this series. So excited for it.
Yes.
Apparently, you all are too. So yay.
So before we go into today's cooking demo, I just want to share a little bit about who we are. And when I say who we are, I'm talking about WORKWELL NYC. So WORKWELL NYC is the city's worksite wellness program, and we're here to help you live well as work well. Our goal is to create work sites that make it easier for our employees to live healthy, active lifestyles. And as we all know, health is not just the absence of disease, but health is physical, it's mental, financial, emotional, and we know that health exists on a spectrum. So we're here for you with health and well-being resources and programs to help you move more, eat well, be well, and take action to prevent disease no matter where you are in your health journey. And we're also here or committed to addressing matters of inequity, as well as providing platforms to educate and develop structural solutions to health and wellness, both in and out of work. Food is medicine. And I didn't share that by trade or by education. I'm a registered dietitian. So food is medicine has been a part of my story, my journey for many years. So we were so excited when we were able to bring this concept to you all for this cooking series for this year. So eating a well-balanced diet is something nutrition 101. In order for you to be as healthy as possible and for you to get as much out of food, it's important to eat a varied, well-balanced diet. And the reason being, each type of food or each food group provides different vitamins and minerals. So in order for you to get a full, complete array of nutrients, it's important to eat a variety of foods on a daily basis. So during this series of cooking demos, WORKWELL NYC, in collaboration of Beautifully Fed, will highlight recipes that are not only flavorful and tasty, but also include nutrients that supply a powerful punch of health benefits. As usual, we welcome you and we encourage you to participate. So you can unmute, you can share in the chat, because when it comes to food, I always say that there are no experts, we're all experts. So we definitely want to hear from you, but we want to express that what is shared in the chat is not necessarily reflective of what WORKWELL believes or Beautifully Fed, but it's a communal relationship. Food is medicine. Many of the foods we consume can help fight disease and protect the body in general. Foods high in antioxidants offer a number of health benefits. And when we talk about antioxidants, antioxidants are compounds that protect cells by reducing damage caused by oxidative stress. What is oxidative stress? Oxidative stress is typically things that occur in the environment that can affect the cells. It can include the foods we eat, foods, pollution. I'm going to ask everybody, if possible, can we mute so that everybody can enjoy the experience? So when we eat certain foods that are high in antioxidants, they protect our body from these oxidative or these environmental stresses. Some of the foods that we decided to discuss today, or the ingredients, your peppers, your spinach, the artichokes, the white beans, they provide an abundance of vitamins and minerals, from fiber to vitamin C, which are antioxidants, to vitamin E, to folic acid. So they provide an abundance of nutrients, hence food is medicine. And not only that, when put together, they're very tasty. So I'm going to pass on to Karen so she can start the cooking demo. Can't hear you, Karen.
That was the question. All right, beautiful. Hello, everybody. So glad to be here with all of you. Some of you familiar with us. We've been here doing the thing that we do since COVID, when we were forced into isolation. I see you, Christina, and others. Please come onto camera if you can. Again, we've got a lot of people who are streaming in because they can't be here in the room with us. So you are here in the room. Please be with us fully. As you are is completely fine. I don't care. Sin with or without makeup, whatever, in your bathrobe, in your kitchen, cooking something else, does not matter. Be here. Hello, hello, hello. So we're going to be making stuffed peppers with spinach and artichoke dip, because spinach and artichoke dip was just one of my favorite indulgences. And it's Thanksgiving, and it's something that's like, it's comforting, but also it's got lots of nutritional benefits in it. So we've got some spinach, we've got artichokes. I'm going to show you a way to make it dairy-free for those of us who are trying not to consume so much dairy because it doesn't agree with us, and for health reasons, whichever. So I want you guys to have the option. And again, Beautifully Fed believes that food can be and should be delicious as well as nutritious. So it will taste amazing, because otherwise nobody cares if it's good. Nobody wants it, right? Right. All right, so let's get into it. What do I have? I've got, can y'all see this? Right, so in this box, I did the canned artichokes. I find that they're very, artichoke itself, if anybody here has cut an artichoke, it can be a little challenging. And you don't get a whole lot out of it. And I might get like much.
No.
And I get so much more. Can y'all see this? You can see this, right? I get so much more. So I use the can or jar, whichever, and read the ingredients. Make sure it's not full of too much salt. If so, rinse it. If it's just a little bit of vinegar and artichoke, then yeah, use that. And oil if it doesn't have a lot of salt.
The one with the finger, that's a she fell outside and sprayed her. I think her last name was.
Unmute yourself, or we've got the power to mute. So okay, so I've got the spinach artichokes. We're using bell peppers and parsley. The recipe calls for these things as well. Cooked rice. We're using brown rice. Salt. This is, okay, that's my oven telling me it's ready. 350 degrees is what you should be setting it at. I've got some minced garlic here. I've got some onion. No, this is the, what you call it? This is the Italian seasoning. Can y'all see that? So yeah, you could buy the jarred variety, right? But you can also make it yourself. All this is some rosemary, because I love rosemary. Rosemary, thyme, parsley, basil. If you have oregano, put that in it too. Dried or the fresh work just as well. Here, I think I've got dried basil, but fresh parsley, fresh rosemary, and fresh thyme. So do that yourself. That way you're saving yourself from additives that you wouldn't add to it anyway. I've got nutmeg, which I'll explain in a minute because it's not really in the recipe. I've got red pepper flakes because I like the heat, and everything I cook has red pepper flakes in it except pancakes. And we've got onions, chopped onions. All right, so let's get into it. Who's gonna support me and read along the recipe and tell me what it is that I'm doing next? I don't have my sous chef here. Who has the recipe in front of them? You got to be my sous chef. Come along, come on board. Talk to me. It's here. Oh, almost forgot. I also have my white beans. These are white beans. You could use cannellini beans, northern white beans, whatever you happen to like. This, I love the creaminess of it. This is really great, particularly if you're going vegan and you want this to still have a creamy, experience. These beans really are creamy. So when you add the nutritional yeast, which I'll do, and the mozzarella shreds, it really has that feeling, that mouthfeel of cheesiness. So you won't be losing, you won't be sacrificing much. Trust me, I don't tend to go the vegan route a lot, particularly when it comes to my dairy, because when I do want to eat dairy, I want to eat dairy. Like I want it to taste like cheese and stuff. This actually does the trick, y'all. And what's amazing, and important to me and to us and to food is medicine, is the ingredients of the mozzarella. So this is BioLife brand, right? I don't sponsor them, they don't pay me, but it's really good. It melts like cheese. You'll see in a moment. What I love about it are the ingredients don't read like a science experiment. Okay, they read like it's real things that you'd have in your kitchen. It's filtered water, coconut oil, food starch, which is potato and tapioca, cornstarch, salt, mozzarella. Well, they say mozzarella flavor, right? Mozzarella flavor, which is vegan sources, olive extract, beta carotene for color, vitamin B12, and powdered cellulose added to prevent the caking. Not too scientific-y, right? Real stuff. So that's why I like it. Plus, it actually, like I said, feels like mozzarella and looks like it. So you'll see. All right. So next up, you're making me read by myself because nobody's helping me. Not even you, Ava.
I got you. Okay. Okay, so we preheated the oven. Hi, everybody. Sorry.
Hi,
Okay.
Ava.
Hey, Chef, talk to me.
All right. Sous Chef says, next item, slice the bell peppers in half lengthwise, removing the seeds and membranes.
I'm gonna show you what that looks like in a second. One second, this is bothering me. Sorry, cords. Okay, here we go. All right, so bell peppers. Gonna move this back. Voila. Move this here. I just
Is
sharpened.
anybody cooking along with us?
That's true too. Please, we encourage it. Come cook. So when they say remove the membrane, what they're talking about is this white pithy part. And you could take off some of it with your hand, but I find it's easiest to use a paring knife, which I put away. I did not mean to. This is not a paring knife. And a smaller knife works better here than my chef's knife. And I'm just going to, can you see? You can't see me. Let's get here. Now, yeah. Okay. So here, I'm just getting in here and I'm cutting around to remove the membrane. It's for presentation, but also this stuff tastes a little fibrous-y. Fibrous-y. And so it gets rid of that. I'm doing this quickly. And if you want to, you can also get in there. The idea is to cut it without piercing through it, because this is going to be your vessel, right? Your bowl to hold your rice. It's going to hold the beans. We're going to mix it all up together. You'll see shortly. So I like to leave the little stem intact. Can you see that? Yeah. I like to leave the little stem because it looks pretty. You won't eat it, but presentation beautifully fed, right? It looks nice. We like that. It's important. So leave the stem on. If it looks nice, if it's like brown and doesn't look nice, don't take that off. But yeah. Ava, so you're not cooking along with me?
I'm at work.
Sorry. That's different. It's lunchtime.
Yes.
A lot of y'all are at work. We get it. It is cool. All right. So that's how you do it. And now it's the next step, my love.
Okay, lay them cut side up in a baking dish, ensuring they are flat and snug.
This is what we're talking about. Like so. You'll see this. I'll take these out. But essentially, you see these? These are flat, snug, and already stuffed, but I'll show you how to stuff the other ones. I'm about to put these in. These I did earlier. See, look, this one I cut before. Can you see the little stem is on it? It's really pretty. It's gonna look nice. Watch. All right. So we're in the baking dish, and now what am I doing?
Okay, so now we're gonna start cooking. In a large skillet, heat the olive oil over medium heat. Add the chopped onion and garlic and saute until soft and fragrant, about 3 to 4 minutes.
Okay, beautiful. I'm going to get that, but first I'm going to show you guys how to chop the garlic and the onion because I I had them ready to chop for you. Too good of a prep. I freaking chopped everything up. All right, let me show you how to chop the garlic at the very least. Oh yeah. Oh, I know where it is. It's in here. Garlic and onion. Voila. Okay. So this, some of y'all, my regulars, already know this technique, right? You know what I'm about to do. We take our aggression out on garlic because it's fun. And so you take, this was a head of garlic, right? All together, you break it apart, and whatever comes apart, you take that, skin and all, you put your knife on top of it, and then you slam down with your fist or with the palm of your hand, depending on how strong you are. And then that way it pops open your garlic and like breaks open the peel for you, so you don't have to fight with it. Although sometimes, depending on how fresh your garlic is, the peel still clings, and that's okay. It just means it's a really fresh garlic. Yay, you and your farmer. And you just gotta work a little bit hard to get that peel off. But it's worth it because it's garlic and it's so good. Speaking of good for you, who wants to shout out or put into the chat what they know of the nutritional benefits of garlic? Even if it's just a home remedy as opposed to scientifically based, although there's evidence for both. Shout out, share. Well, for one, it contains an enzyme called allicin, and with that, the benefits of it are released once you let the garlic sit for a little bit. You don't want to cook it right away. You let it sit, and that way the enzymes get released, and then it has the most potency. But it's anti-inflammatory, really great for digestion, great for the immune system. Is why people put it into like teas for colds and things. What else do you guys use garlic for?
Blood pressure?
Good.
Blood
That
pressure.
was a participant. Who said that?
Deborah Barnes. I use it for blood pressure.
Yes. And
Put it
when
a lot in my food for my blood pressure. I heard it. They said it's supposed to be good for blood pressure, and my blood pressure is good.
no need for medication, right? You manage
No, I still take the medication.
Good.
I'm still on the medication, but I do eat a lot of garlic, and I basically use it for my blood pressure.
I
So
love
my
that.
blood pressure is excellent.
That's what counts. Give me 1 second, you guys. I left the pen up here.
I'm just waiting for my doctor to take me off of it.
Good. And we all know it's possible, right? A lot of folks have come off of medication for blood pressure, for cholesterol, for diabetes, insulin, because they've been able to manage it with their diet. But work with your doctor to be sure. And whenever you can replace pills with produce, do that. Do that. It's a gift to your body. So I'm putting some extra virgin olive oil in my pan. Voila. Heating that bad boy up. And into that, I'm going to add my chopped onions right here and my garlic. I like to add the onions first because the onions take a little bit longer to brown, and garlic browns really quickly, almost too quickly. And so, you know, you don't want garlic to burn. Brown is good. Burning, it releases a bitter taste that can ruin the whole dish. So keep an eye on things once you add the garlic to the pan, which is why I like to add it like towards the end. Okay, so we get this going. Then I'm going to add the garlic. And then after this, I know it says to add the artichokes, right? Right, Ava?
Yes, that's the next step, and then the spinach.
Spinach. I'm going to reverse that order because I really want the beans to, particularly if you're cooking with fresh beans, like dried beans. After you let it soak and everything, you want the beans to saute. And you really want it to get to that creamy texture. So the longer you let the beans cook for, the creamier they'll become. So I'm gonna put in the greens first and then the artichokes, and I'll leave the spinach at the end because I want the spinach to have still a little bit more body. You can make it so that it's creamy, like, you know, the spinach and artichoke dip, or you could use, I'm using spinach leaves. So you can use it so that there's still that little bit of texture to the spinach so it doesn't completely lose its integrity, which I like. I like to have a little bit of texture, a change of texture throughout. Do you hear the sizzling? Hear it sizzle, hear it sizzle. Cooking's happening, y'all. There's something magical about just putting onions and garlic into a pot. Yo,
Hello,
like,
good afternoon. It is the friends of Chloe.
what's happening?
Hi, my name is Miss K. I'm calling you from the nurse's office from our school. On her left ring finger, she said another student.
Miss K, you have to mute.
scratched
We can mute her. People are getting their work done. I respect that. Party. All right, all right, all right. Oh my God. That smell, y'all. All it is garlic and onions, but we're cooking. We are cooking. I'm gonna add a little bit of salt to this too. I'm also gonna add my Italian seasoning again, which is just, it's just, can you see this? Maybe even better here. Look. It's just rosemary, fresh thyme, dried basil is in here as well. I ran out of dried oregano, otherwise oregano would be in here. And parsley. Oh, extra on the rosemary because I had just bought some and I love rosemary. Oh my gosh. So put in whatever you like. But this is Italian based. It's funny, after I made the recipe and sent it out to you guys, I was thinking about, my mom. She passed away many years ago, about 20 years ago now, y'all. But I remember she's from Jamaica. And so I remember, Thanksgiving time and thinking about her and her in the kitchen. And though this wasn't a dish that, that we'd make for Thanksgiving, it would be a dish that I would bring now. And probably because of her influence, I might want to put in something, like make it more Jamaican inspired rather than Italian. So I was thinking if I were to do this again, I would do this with, instead of beans, maybe green banana, instead of the I use beans or black-eyed peas, and I probably use kalu for the spinach. So just think about different things that you could do to bring your own culture into stuff. I want you to always remember these recipes are a guide and not like, we're not demanding you do anything just so, right? We're not dictating anything. But it's an offering. You hear the sizzle? Okay. Those are the beans.
Karen, can you bring it closer to the camera so people can take a peek?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
So these are the beans in here. I'm gonna mix it up. Oh my God, you guys, I wish we had smell-o-vision. Oh, this right here. I put the Italian seasoning in there. So the rosemary is hitting me. The basil mixed with the garlic. Oh, you could eat it just like this. In fact, I did do that when I was cooking this earlier. I made it all. I had the beans going. I added my cooked rice, which we're about to do now. And I added the spinach. And then I took spoonfuls and then more spoonfuls. And then before I knew it, I had a whole bowl of just the filling. And that was breakfast. So you could stop right here and be like, okay, maybe we'll do the bell peppers another time. But this right here with an egg on top, y'all, that was good. I didn't even need to add any cheese to it. All by itself. It was flavorful, it's seasoned. So think about that. As you're composing dishes, the beauty of cooking whole foods is that they're all like real ingredients. It's food. Like you could stop cooking right now and just eat this. Although I would want the greens in here. So I'm mixing this up. And the rice is already cooked. So now I'm gonna add the spinach to it right now. Actually, no, the artichokes. So artichokes, you can cut them up so that it's smaller than this, but these are quartered. These are from my can of artichokes. And again, the whole idea, a lot of people resist cooking because it takes time and all of that. And some things are hard to do also. Sometimes cutting can be a challenge for folks. That's why I encourage you, if anyone wants to think about like what classes you take on, what to invest in to be a better cook. Cutting, learn how to cut. The more, the better you are at cutting things with ease and with confidence, the quicker you'll be in the kitchen and the more you want to be in the kitchen. You follow me? So I say all that to say the beauty of using canned artichokes is they come like this. They come already quartered. Yeah, you can cut them up, but I like the kind of the rough texture, the coarse texture that comes from just doing this. La, la. And filling it up. Look at that. And they're soft. So you could put it next to it, but you don't need to. Ooh, look at that. One of the other tenets of eating whole foods, yes, you can, you know, count your calories and count and definitely be aware of the salt and sugar in the things that you're eating. But the most important thing that a lot of us are not looking at is the colors of your food, the color in your plate. The more colors you have, the more phytonutrients you have, and therefore the more nourished you'll be. So as I'm looking at this, I'm seeing a lot of brown, a lot of white, which is good stuff. That's why we're going to add some greens to it. It's why we're going to have the beta carotene that comes from the bell peppers, which are red and orange. I think we got some green peppers as well. So yeah, we get the color from there. What else could folks add? What are you thinking of that you could add to make this more colorful and therefore more nutritious and delicious? I can resist. Good. Good stuff, good stuff. Anybody think of anything? What would you add?
Red and green peppers.
Ooh. Yeah, you could add peppers into it. So peppers in it and peppers outside on the outside as well. Yes. Ooh. Wait a minute. I have to show you. Adding the spinach too. So these are you could do chopped spinach. I like the look of the
Carrots.
yeah. Ooh, you could add carrots. Yes, please. Shredded carrots would go well with this. It would like melt right into it. Or even
We have broccoli. Somebody mentioned broccoli and cherry tomatoes.
yes. I was thinking tomatoes. I would have added tomatoes to this, but I've been thinking because it still goes with
Zucchini. Ooh, somebody said apples and
ooh,
peas.
apples and what?
Somebody else said peas.
Yeah, some like black peas, some red peas would be a thing for sure. So look at this, already just the green added. Look at what that does. Pretty,
Still gonna
right?
bring it under the camera a little bit. There you go. Perfect.
Here I am. Thank you, sous chef number 2. All right. Ta-da. What's next, Ava? Now that we got this going. Ooh, guys.
Somebody said beets.
Ooh, you could. And beets are really good for you. Beets are good for your heart health, your blood, helps clean out your blood. But the red beets, y'all, I'm not a fan. I do like the golden beets though.
Mm-hmm.
So again, remember, if there's like one variety of a food or vegetable that you don't enjoy, try it a different way, make it a different way, or try a different variety of it. There are different tastes to all things, so don't ever just say no and give up altogether. That goes for introducing new foods to children too. All right, I'm gonna put this back on here so it cooks out. But that's your ingredients, that's your stuffing. The next step is to make it cheesy. So this yeah.
Yes, remove the skillet from the heat and stir in the ricotta cheese and half of the grated Parmesan. Mix until everything is well combined.
Beautiful. All right. So what I'm going to do is I want to show you how to do a vegan version of it, which is super easy. And then I'm going to show you how to do the regular version, the version that's in the recipe. So again, the vegan version. Just a little bit of half a cup of mozzarella, cheese. I'm just gonna put a little bit here. I'm just showing you. And the thing is, for the half cup of mozzarella cheese, in recipes, you might say what you might see that when they tell you to use vegan cheese, oh, just incorporate it into the thing. I'm finding when I did that, I incorporated it directly into my mixture here. It got lost and I didn't really see the cheesiness. It kind of disappeared. So what I did instead was to add it at the very end and put it on top. And then that way you see the cheese melting and it's just a different experience. So this will go on top. What I am going to do though is this nutritional yeast. So here's cook with this. Please come off mute or write into the chat. Ooh, Ava, what you do with this and how do you use it and what are your thoughts on nutritional yeast?
I used to use it to make like mac and cheese, vegan mac and cheese. You could sprinkle it on popcorn, like anything to just give it a cheesy flavor.
And it does, right?
Yeah, it does. It does give it one.
It does taste cheesy, y'all. It tastes good. I use it too for those things, and I'm putting it in this. And we're actually gonna mix it in here. So you put about 2 tablespoons if you're using the recipe in its entirety. I have the rest halved, halved it. So half of the recipe is vegan and half the recipe is regular. So I'm just using 1 tablespoon and I'm just eyeballing it. It's about that. It's about that. Hi. I'm gonna put that directly into y'all. It doesn't smell cheesy, just so you know. It smells like yeast. It smells like yeast. Like if you're a baker or something, it smells like that. But it really does give it a cheesy taste. I don't know, it's kind of magical. It works, and that's what matters. So I'm gonna put that in there and mix it up. This is what I'm gonna do. Anybody else use nutritional yeast for anything else besides this? Or have heard of it used for anything else? These are the things that I know it to use for too. I'm putting this in half because I realized I wanted to do half of it with the mozzarella cheese, and it's all good. That's fine. So mixing that up, I'm gonna add it to this. Because then, how are we doing on time? What time is it, you guys? Susha.
Time is 1:35.
Okay. So I'm putting it in here to make it easier to mix. And then I'm going to pull out my other peppers and start stuffing it. Okay.
And with the holidays coming up, this is a great recipe to add to your dishes.
Because not only does it look good, you guys, like it's a nice presentation. It also tastes good and it's good for you, so people will enjoy it. They might look at you weird. It shows up people who don't like veggies and green things, but tell them to taste it. It makes a difference. All right, where did I put my? Is that you? That's not you.
Karen. Camille's asking in the chat, what is the brand of the nutritional yeast that you're using?
Oh, thank you for asking that. This is, you know who this is? This is Bragg's. If folks know, Bragg's also makes a brand, several things. I use their apple cider vinegar. It's really good because it has the mother in it, like the actual thing. So it's really good. And also they do a liquid aminos instead of soy sauce. I use their liquid aminos because it really tastes like soy sauce, but without the soy. So those of us who are trying to not have so much soy because of the high estrogen, and we're trying to reduce estrogen, particularly for us women who have enough. Yeah, I do that. So Bragg's is the thing that we use. This is Bragg's. All right. So time to stuff. Here. Can you see? Y'all can see. Okay. So now I'm gonna use a spoon. Using this spoon. And you just take your time. This is a good thing if you've got kids around and you want their support in the kitchen. You can have them help you to stuff this. Because you know what we always say, and we found to be true, that when you have kids helping you in the kitchen to make something, particularly something that is delicious, something that's good for them, and something that they would typically not necessarily want to eat or not be a fan of, have them help you make that thing, the thing that they're not a fan of. Just say, oh, I know you know you don't have to eat it. Just help me do da 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 da. Help me stuff it. Something about them, you know, the ownership of creating that thing, of that using their own hands and their time to do it, will make them more inclined to try it at the end. Wait a minute, where's the one that I made? Let me see that. Let me see that. Which pepper did I put? They'll want to try. Let them try it. Let them help you and let them eat it. It's good stuff. Okay. So this is that one. Ooh, it's a big chunk of artichoke. No, okay. I'm stuffing this with the rice and the spinach, and the yeast is in there, and I'm gonna top this with the mozzarella, with the vegan mozzarella. All right, let's see this vegan mozzarella, which is here. And we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna add the real cheeses. I can't wait for you guys to see how this smells. It's really kind of magical. I like it. This actually also smells like cheese. Like, I don't know how they do what they do, but it smells like cheese. Like, whoa, I would have known. It doesn't, like, feeling it in my hands right now, it doesn't feel like cheese does, but it melts like it. It smells like it. Like, it does the thing, and it tastes like it. So that counts. All right, let's just get all that in there. So that's cheese. All right. So now to this version, I'm going to add, actually, I think this is yeah. This is a vegan one that I made earlier. I'll show you the vegan one that I'll show you the final result. But for now, what I'm going to do is here, I want to swap this out. Swap this in. Put this here. Okay. And out of this. So Ava, tell us what cheeses go into the quote unquote real version. Or the version
Oh, the ricotta and Parmesan.
and mozzarella, right?
That's the shredded on top.
Okay, cool.
So I'm sorry, mozzarella and Parmesan on top. We're talking about the top one, the top cheese, right?
Okay. Well,
Okay.
it's just the cheeses that are gonna go into this version, period. But I got what you're saying. We're gonna first
Okay.
the ricotta into this, and then the Parmesan and mozzarella we'll put on top after. Let me pull it out of here. Here's my ricotta. No, sorry, this is my Parmesan. I shredded it. Finally, I like to get the blocks of cheese themselves and then shred it myself. It's a little pricier, but I feel it lasts longer, and also you don't have to you know that you're just getting the good quality cheese and not the anti-caking agents and the this and the that and the chemicals and stuff. I try to avoid that as much as possible. So I just get the real things. So that's Parmesan cheese. This is the mozzarella, already cubed for me this time. Usually I buy a whole block and cube it myself, but I decided to save myself some time. And so cubes, and I think they just look cute. Aren't they cute? So I got that. And then I've got my ricotta cheese. I love ricotta cheese, y'all. Something about the creaminess of it. Ricotta cheese is different from cottage cheese, for those of y'all who haven't realized that yet. I used to think it was one and the same as a kid, but like, oh, no, I don't. No, it's very different things. Ricotta cheese is what you'll see in lasagnas and things, and it's just really, and you can make it savory or sweet, different conversation, but FYI. Where like ricotta with a little bit of honey and lemon, that could be something that you like dip into like a cookie, or I'm just saying, ricotta is magic. I love it. So okay, so now I'm going to mix this together. I could have used my spatula or whatever. I'm mixing the ricotta in. You could add some garlic powder to this if you want it to be extra garlicky. What I'm gonna do though is add in, I don't know, for those of you who are mac and cheese makers, particularly for the holidays and stuff, I know there are two camps and probably even more than two camps, but two camps in terms of the way they season the mac and cheese. So the mac and cheese can be elevated with either mustard powder, or though there are folks who will use not mustard powder, but instead elevate it with nutmeg, fresh ground nutmeg. I'm the nutmeg camp. I've done both actually. But in this version, I'm gonna add nutmeg to this because it's not mac and cheese, but it's a cheesy dish. And nutmeg does something to it, plus nutmeg and cinnamon, nutmeg and spinach, magic. Or nutmeg and greens. If you add nutmeg to greens, there's something that really grounding about it that just kind of brings out the flavor and just makes it that much more tasty. So I'm gonna add nutmeg to this. It's not in the recipe, just an addition because I was cooking and I felt it. And so that's what we do. So this is whole nutmeg. Jamaican kitchens will always have whole nutmeg in it somewhere. And so, oh, there's that. And then I've got my microplane. You could use a box grater and just use the side that has the little holes. And then you go like this.
Karen, we have maybe 5 more minutes.
Word? Oh, that one by foot. All right, I'm gonna show you. Wait for that. Now it's time for show and tell. So I just want to show that goes in there. And look, we mix. Oh my God, the smell, you guys. Mix it up. Okay. So, and I'm gonna top it with this. Here we are. And now let's stuff it. Let's stuff it.
And move the peppers over a little bit because it's just out of view. There you go.
Okay. Oh wow, you guys, it smells so good. Okay. And what I'll do so that we can distinguish the vegan ones from the non-vegan ones is, hold on. I'm gonna add fresh parsley leaves, the vegan version.
This looks so good. I wish I could try it.
Right? Will you make it? Who's gonna try it at home?
Lexi.
Oh, it's so good. I'm telling you, by itself, I don't even need to put it inside of pepper. I would eat that right there. Okay. So now we're stuck. Let me top it with the parsley, like I said. Just to make it easy. Or you could do like a taste test and see if family members can tell which one is the vegan version versus which is. I really think it's pretty. I mean, they taste different, but I mean, they both taste good, right? So, I don't know. I'll taste it on camera, let you know which, like, okay. All right. That's the parsley is the vegan. The non-parsley is the non-vegan. And I can put this into the oven just like this, and I'll show you what the final version looks like. Oh, I was just picturing the oven. Can y'all see this? So, oh wow. Let me get a spatula.
There was a question in the chat. How long does it take to bake? How long is it in the oven for?
About 30 minutes. Because everything is cooked on the outside. So you really just
No, credit for my chaplain. Wellness is a Zoom call.
we're gonna mute you. Oh man. Okay.
Hi, I might have missed it. Did you pre-cook the peppers?
No, I put the peppers in. So what we did next is what did I do next? I didn't say it out loud, sorry. What happens after I everything into a baking pan is You
What
cover
did
this.
they make? I don't know what they make. That's not ziti.
Cover this with wallpaper.
Olive
Put
Wednesday.
it in a hot oven that was at 350 degrees, and you leave it in there for 30 minutes. And then 30 minutes later, it comes out like what I just showed you. I skipped that. Forgive me. So this is going in.
And the other one's coming out.
Head, and this is what came out. Follow me? Follow me? Where are you? Where are you? Okay. And so this is the vegan version. I want you to watch me eat it so you could see what I'm working with.
And as Karen is getting something to eat, or eat with, I should say, I'm going to post 2 polls so that we can get your response. So the first one is quality of program. How would you rate the overall quality of this program? And we always like to hear from you because it really helps us when we reevaluate and look for future programming. So thank you for taking the time to complete the poll.
Let me think. Can y'all see me?
All right, so I'm going to end that poll. Thank you ever so much. Looks like we've had a great number of responses.
Oh, wow.
So it looks like a majority of you really enjoyed it. So thank you ever so much. And then also, so many of you talked about the recipe. So I want to hear from you and see, is this a recipe that you would typically reproduce at home? So I'm going to launch. Do you think you would try this recipe at home? And let's see. And if you do, please share the recipe, send a picture so WORKWELL NYC can see what you did with the recipe, and maybe we could post it somewhere. All right, so at the moment, it looks like a majority of people would try the recipe. How does it taste, Karen?
Oh my God, you guys. The peppers are melting in my mouth. Like it just, but the integrity is still there. It's still together. But once I cut it and put it in, it's melting in with the cheese and the rice and the beans. And oh, wow. It's perfect. It tastes like comfort food. And it tastes like Thanksgiving. And it's really good. And it's good for you. Yeah.
So majority of people said that they would try it. So I'm looking forward to seeing pictures. And
Well, I will try the vegan version. Guys mentioned. Just in place of the real cheeses, it's a 1/4 cup of mozzarella, vegan mozzarella, and 2 tablespoons of nutritional yeast. This is it. Everything else stays the same. This is the vegan version that I'm eating, you guys. Wow. Yeah. I'm enjoying myself. Can you tell? It's good.
Well, thank you. And I'm glad we got to see the end product. So before you all leave, I do want to share some of our upcoming events with you. So bear with me.
Yeah.
Where am I? All right. So upcoming and really upcoming, actually tomorrow, November 20th at 12 p.m., we have an attitude of gratitude. And when we talk about health being multi-dimensional, so we know that gratitude research shows that practicing gratitude can improve your health, interpersonal relationships, and life satisfactions. Learn about the science of gratitude and ways to develop this beneficial practice. November 21st, Weight Watchers has an amazing webinar, Maintaining Healthy Habits for the Season of Indulgence. And we know as the holiday season comes, the end of the year comes, sometimes it can be hard for us to maintain healthy practices. So this webinar will help keep us on track for the upcoming weeks. And we have our continued flu clinic. So you can get flu shots to protect yourself and others from getting the flu. Find a worksite clinic near you and make an appointment by visiting on.nyc.gov/flu clinic to get your flu shot for free, quickly, and conveniently. We are offering discounts for city employees and their families for WW. So you can go to the website, Weight Watchers, to get further information. Again, on.nyc.gov, Weight Watchers. And lastly, and very important, we want you to stay in contact with us. So please use a QR code to keep updated for upcoming events and activities, or you can visit our website. So stay in contact with us, nyc.gov/WORKWELL-NYC. You can email us, you can go to Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube. We are everywhere where you are. So please reach out. We want to hear from you. Again, WorkWell NYC is a worksite wellness program, and we're here for you, and we really want to continue providing programs and opportunities for you to continue to read resources about health and wellness.
Yay. Love it. All good.
Thank you. Love it myself.
So cool. I want to show you guys it heated up because the other one I forgot to put it in the oven right away. And you can see the gooiness of the mozzarella here, can't you? This is the vegan one again. Look. Can you see? Here. Can you see? It, like, you can't see the gooiness, but it, trust me, it melted. It's melty. Try it. It's good. That is it. Mwah. Thank you, everybody, for joining.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you
See
so
in the
much.
new year,
Thank you.
February.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you very
Happy
much.
Thanksgiving, everyone.
Likewise. Happy
Bye.
Thanksgiving.
Thank you.
Yeah, all of you. Ciao. I'm gonna keep eating because it's really good. Turn on really great. Let's turn.
Look forward to seeing you all tomorrow at tomorrow's webinar, 12 p.m.